Hey, Queen. Hey, family. Hey, family. This is Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. 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 Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Hey family, hey family, hey family, hey family. I was trying to wait for some people to come up on my Restream broadcast network, but today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and normally on Fridays, and I just want to make this plain and simple. When I come on my talk show, it's about keeping it real. Let me make that plain and simple again. It's about keeping it real. So help me God. And when I started this a while back, and if you know me, I always give a little introduction. January 26th made 32 years clean for me. And my whole goal in the process, I sponsored a lot of men and women. I helped them learn to develop a relationship back with themselves. And for a lot of y'all or a lot of us, I'll say that's caught up in lying, manipulating, and cheating and thinking that's okay to do, I thought so too, years and years and years ago. But until my eyes became open, I realized I wasn't true to myself. So, in other words, just for the day, I don't live like that today. I try my best living by some morals, values, principles. I'm talking about a good quality of life and living. I don't feel like I need to lie, manipulate to win nobody's approval. That's where I'm at today. Now, do a lot of us feel like that? No. I try to stand firm on my morals, values, and principles. A lot of y'all know here in Baltimore City, I'm a community activist. I'm an outreach coordinator. I'm a community organizer. With the organization that I'm with, we will come into your community, help you gain control over your community. But the people have to come out and do the necessary work to gain control back over their community. Now, I hear a lot of people talking, right? I hear a lot of y'all talk. You have good talking points. I hear a lot of y'all downgrade our younger generation. You know how unruly they are, how they disrespectful, all this type of stuff. I hear that. But I understand too, a lot of people are afraid to go out and correct them. I listen to you. I listen to you talk about them. Are they this? Are they that? Are they don't want to? Now, guess what? My youngest is 21. My grandson, what, 16, 17? My granddaughter, 6. I'm old school. So a lot of the stuff that my mother taught us to respect our adults, and most of all, you know, your teacher, because the teacher was like the babysitter while they worked or did what they had to do during that school time. And then we was home. So we was taught, a lot of us was taught, and a lot of us grew up when the village was there, right? And I'm gonna say this to y'all, I don't give up on basically nobody. And I feel as though if we come together as a unit, if we come back together, a lot of this stuff that y'all talk about, we can, you know, it's like re-event that will. You get me? But a lot of y'all don't want to do the work because y'all done gave up on yourselves. Did I stumble? Huh? Because a lot of you gave up on yourselves. So you give up on your children, you give up on your grandchildren, you give up on your nieces and your nephews, you give up on the community as a whole. And be honest with y'all, sometimes I want to give up too. But it was people that helped guide my life, help move me out of that darkness. So who am I? After God put people in my life to help me turn my life around, not wanting to help somebody else. And I understand that you have to want to help. Understand all that. I do. So my Friday's topic is normally spirituality. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Religion versus spirituality. But I said I'm gonna change it. And when I get better at putting keynotes up, stuff that we can talk about, you know, I'm gonna get better at pasting stuff. So we can have a dialogue. Because number one, I'm about solutions. I'm not about staying in the problem. Okay? And a lot of us know what it is. A lot of us know the problem. Just afraid to step up with the working solution. And I can say that because I see it a lot here in Baltimore City. I see it. And to make it clear, I was called as a man of God. I was called to go back out into the community to help our people. And my thing is, if you know anything about the mission of Christ, I don't care what y'all call him. I don't care who y'all call him. But when you understand his mission and his purpose for being here on earth, then you'll better understand what Steve Copeland do. I've been labeled. I've been called all kinds of names. The people tell me he crazy, he this, he that. Only because, and I'm a warrior in heart. I've always been a fighter. Always been a fighter. And watch how loud I get, because my mouth is my biggest weapon when it comes to the body of Christ. My mouth. I got ordained deacon in 2009. I knew I had a calling on my life for the longest time, but I ran like a lot of people do. Many are called, but few are chosen. I always say many are called, but few tend to obey that calling. You know what God called you to do. I don't care what you call them. Allah, Buddha, schizophrenic, whatever. But if you know you have a greater mission on your life and you're not walking in your mission, you are a coward. You are a coward. How dare you? So, I ain't understand a lot of that until I became obedient. And guess what? I can tell you right now, it ain't always a pleasant walk. Some of the trials and tribulations, I'm like, God, why you let me go through this? Why you let me go through that? But now, mind you, I didn't understand those things come, to make you stronger. It's a lesson to be learned in everything we go through. And one thing I had to learn on this journey, y'all, I had to learn to win the favor. Win favor more in the sight of God and then man. At first, it was man, because it was about pleasing man, wanting people to be, oh man, I'm proud of him, oh he this, oh he that. I remember early on where I was like that. I wanted everybody to look at me and watch the things I do, but y'all showed me what I do doesn't matter to you. But it matters to the ones that need or wants the help. And that's why I share my truth. That's my truth. And if you ever listen to me talk, I don't sit up here and say, well, such and such and such and such and such and such. Well, I think this and I think that. Because if I haven't experienced it, I will shut my mouth and allow you to go through whatever it is you need to go through to learn from it. The thing is to encourage you and motivate you in that process. So I understand that stuff today. I understand. You know, when it comes to certain things, I have to learn to watch my mouth. I speak against organized, listen to what I just said, organized religion and politics. If you understand, it's the same. The whole goal is to enslave and oppress the people, and they ain't all black. Let me make that clear. So when y'all hear me say stuff like I fight for our people democracy, yeah, the black race, yes, mostly our people. But guess what? From where I'm at, right? Yeah, Katina, I be 63. From where I'm at, I understand that the black race suffer. And I would love to say the most, right? But to me, we the one always crying out the loudest. As a member of Communities United, we went to Detroit to represent, let me make sure I say it right, because I want to say the immigrants, but they represent the immigrants too. They represent people's civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights. And it's not about your race. You get me? So if you haven't involved yourself in most of your human rights advocate groups, you won't really understand. Because that's all I hear, and I'm on TikTok. That's all I hear is white man this, the white man that, the white man. I feel like people can't do no more than what we're allowed. Now, it is something. It is something. I got personal experience with that one, who can come together and create some freaking charges and paperwork to have you put away. But the thing with that is, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to y'all straight out. The thing is, they shut the body down, but they did not shut my big ass mouth. And if I really want to be nasty and mean, I'll call out the officer's name and that fake phony police. I'm sorry, y'all, and the detective. But you know what? I'm trying to get better. at not calling names. And I guarantee you, I'm not the only one they came up with some fake charges with and had put away. And God simply told me, he's going to make my enemies my footstool. Gorgeous, I was hurt. I wanted them to be punished, y'all. I want them to be punished for what they did to me. But you know what I had to do? God, please forgive me for feeling like that. And I want them to be punished. That's because I was hurt. And when you mess with me, Katina Carter, you ain't lying. Thank you. You ain't lying. She texted on my restream, and she said, your birthday this month, right? I remember. Thank you. And then she said, and that's no lie. That's no lie. Because I am honored. I am honored. I'm telling you, I am honored, Katina, from where I come from. I am honored a day at a time to be going on 63. I am honored. Y'all might not understand. Look where I came from. I done been on TikTok rather than saying like shot, stuff like that. You gotta say pew pew, right? Then you gotta use the word unalive, right? On TikTok, because they're real sensitive on TikTok with stuff. But Katina, you is telling the truth. I'm telling you, when I sit back and since she mentioned it in this process, and that's why I do what I do, y'all. Because I was actually called. I already knew. I was sitting in the church right up in the balcony, Katina, and the Holy Spirit hit me and said, I need you more out there than in here. And I was like, I ain't going out there, blah, 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 blah. And I went out in the streets. I was already in the streets, but I understand how important it is, family, to encourage and motivate our most vulnerable people. Those are the ones that suffer the most. And I'm going to say this because it just popped in my head. I have a lot of Republican friends. I call friends, but let me back it up. Associates, okay? I'm gonna back it up. I was a Democrat for 40 years. I voted Democrat. I got disappointed and backed up off of the Democratic Party. This is my personal experience, not from what I heard or what I learned. I mean, what somebody told me. I met the Republican parties. It was 9 of them running for a seat in Baltimore City. That was the first time in history that 9 Black Republicans ran. Christopher Anderson asked me to help them win their seats because the inner city is basically ran by the Democratic Party. I knew they wasn't going to win. But I told Christopher, I said, I will come over and help give them a run for their money. The reason why I'm saying that, Katina, because I'm a big mouth, bald head black dude in Baltimore City. So the thing with that is, oh shit, Steve over there with them. Well, anyway, when I met them, they talked a real good part, a real good game. Talking about how they want to help the inner city people, how they want to build up, how they want to help them become more independent. Where we won't have to rely on the state and the government and all this good stuff. They were talking a good game. And once I became part of them, right, they started saying stuff like, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. I said, the hell with Donald Trump. It's about the people. Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. The hell with Donald Trump. It's about the people. It's about the people. So, okay. They felt as though, because I wasn't going to kiss Donald Trump butt like they do, they ain't want me to be a part of that group no more. So you know what I did? Y'all know that little girl when she told her father, bye, bye, bye. You don't tell me. You don't tell me what I need to do to praise some man. You don't do that. Not right here. Not right here. Y'all tell that bull jump to somebody else. You don't do that. And not being smart, and I'm not racist against nobody if you know me. He's a YT. So I'm not going to give him that much praise as a melanated man. You can. Oh, Massa, you's a good man, Massa. I don't play that. But anyway, let me back it down. I left the Republican Party, but I didn't understand the importance of being independent. I didn't understand, you know. So I'm back in the middle. You got the Republican Party over here. You got the Democratic Party over here. And I'm in the middle. If they create laws and they create bills, I don't care which one, Democrats or Republicans. We're going to come up against your bill if y'all create bills to hurt the people. What's up, Tish, baby? We're going to come up against your bill that has been signed into law, only because a lot of the stuff that they create tend to hurt your low to moderate income people. So if you are living a middle class lifestyle and you don't depend on the government and the state like most of your inner city people do, I'm not talking to your ass. Okay? Because you working, you independent, you doing the necessary things. But look at the ones that need that the most. And I understand we look at our tax money and stuff like that. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. You making 100 and something thousand, right? 200,000, right? You're going to pay more taxes on that type of money. And it does eat you up. And a lot of that tax money is supposed to go back towards these government programs, towards these state programs, towards these nonprofits that get grant money to build up in a community. But guess what? You got a lot of them that's pocketing your money. And I'm talking about your government. Somebody asked me last night. I was on Cool Panel, I'm gorgeous. And they was talking about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a politician. All right. Why is his ass overseeing whatever little money? That's none of his business. But keep in mind, Trump put him there. See, a lot of y'all fail to see. Trump told y'all, listen to what people tell us. He said, I am not a politician. I'm a businessman, and I hate to say it because every time I do, somebody always say, yo, sorry, businessman. So can I say he's a so-called businessman who happened to run for president? And be honest with you, I can say this, right? He's showing us how easy it is to run that position. That's all, right? But y'all got to understand, this man is all about money. Y'all never question how much did he probably make the first time when he was president, running overseas for us and everything. How many billions he probably earned from that? Pocketing his stuff. Money that's supposed to come back to us. Y'all never questioned that, did you? No. And you're not going to question this one, are you? No. But guess who is? Because I ain't scared. I ain't scared. So I want to know, where's the money going? Why would you stop money for coming into the inner city, their budget, the mayor's budget? So he's sitting, I don't understand how he did it. All right, gorgeous. Yes. Come on, because you.
Okay, there we go.
Because you know I go.
Yeah, okay. So, and you, first of all, you got to have your eyes open in this world, man. Like, if you're really, first of all, if you believe that Trump is doing good, I'm so sorry to break it to you. You're eating up what he's putting out. He's not doing any good. He's doing good, and I put quotations around good, to cover up the bad that he's doing. You guys are so blinded and so admiring and so clingy to the fact that he's doing good. So, oh, okay, he's lowering house prices. What else is he doing? He's making sure you get sick days, and you make sure you do this, you do that. He's covering up the bad, and if you can't see that, I mean, you can try and help yourself, but if you don't want to, then you don't want to. But at the same time, Steph, where the money is going is back into their pockets because they don't care about real people. He cares about rich people. He don't care about real Americans because if he did, there wouldn't be so much homeless. There wouldn't be the inflation wouldn't have gone up. It would have been something along the lines of we can live a normal life. Inflation would have gone down. He would have gotten homeless people off of the streets. He actually would have changed everything around. More gyms, more healthier places to eat, no more fast food, no more substances, no more none of that. But I mean, if you can't see it, it's only on you to see it because I can only help you so much. But it's about if you really want to see it because Trump is giving you this image or painting you this image that he's such a holy, godly man. And he's not. He's not.
He's not.
He's the wolf in sheep's clothing. And you're going to find out too late if you're not listening to me, if you're not heeding my warnings. So the best thing that you can do to protect yourself in 2025, I'm going to tell you, Steph, and the rest of the panel. First of all, read up on them laws. I was not informed of the laws. I had to go read the laws and what he's doing next. I would say go read the laws of 2025 and the laws after that. Secondly, make sure you have 2 to 3 sources of income because in 2025, one income is not going to make it. You need 2. If you want to, at least 3. So if you're working a low-paying job, you need to have another source of income. If you're a creator, if you do YouTube, if you're modeling, if you're, like in the church or something like that, or even if you have a small business, do that. So, and also make sure you start growing your own food. Make sure you keep yourself healthy. Make sure you keep your body healthy, okay? Watch out for your health. So that's all I got to say to you because I ain't going to give you all the secrets, but I'm in there.
Thanks. That's my co-host, y'all. Gorgeous. Man,
yes.
Everything you saying is correct. Everything. And I'm going to tell you this, y'all. She's 21 years old, very intelligent young lady, been through some, stuff, but she uses her personal experience to help encourage and motivate and motivate others. That's what I love about her. And I love that she's my moderator, and whatever the topic is, whatever we talk about, she can kind of fill you in. And that's what I love about her, where I won't have to keep talking as much, because I know she fills in the gaps. But I just want to say this. Somebody put up here, Trump is godly, right? Now I'm gonna try this again. I got ordained deacon in 2009. I knew I had a calling on my life. Now, if you notice, you never hear me talk about the devil. I don't talk about the devil. I don't talk about demons. I will get in a conversation if you go there. But the reason why I don't do it, because I learned them suckers don't have no power over us like that. I learned that throughout my fight and my battle, as far as serving Christ. But the reason why I made that statement, because somebody said that over there. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm a loving, caring, kind, considerate person. If you heard me earlier, when I was sharing about Christ, when he walked this earth, what did he do? Look at the population that he came to. Our homeless, our less fortunate, the people that was in need. He didn't come for the righteous. He came for the ones that needed to learn how to live the right way of life. Gorgeous just said it. Somebody made a statement out their mouth and said, Trump is your daddy last night when I was on Cool Thing. I didn't get offended because I said, tell my daddy I need $10 million to start rehabbing and revitalizing houses in Baltimore City. So see, don't play that with me. And I know what type of person it was, but don't play that with me. Because I'm going to tell you this. If he want to invest in Baltimore City, I would definitely be the first one in line. Matter of fact, he can invest with his own goddamn money. He can't take it with him. So the next time somebody want to say something dumb out your mouth, make sure you have the type of programs that you're trying to help people. Because I work with the homeless and the less fortunate population. Yeah, we can use that money. And I'm talking about out my daddy's pocket. Right? So when any of you YTs want to come through, and even if you're melanated, and say something dumb like that to me, tell dad I need some money. Okay? Because guess what? I know people that knows where that type of funding is at that we can get. It's just the point, I'm an LLC. I have to turn it over to a 501c3. So I have to redo things in order to get the proper funding to help our inner city people. So I'm not the one. I'm not the one. And I don't go on people's stuff just to be smart and say stupid stuff just to get some attention. I don't do it because there's lives out there that people that really need help. We was on there the other night. A young man came up and he said something about a coon, right? This is what they say. When I was young, I used to hear my brothers and them say stuff like that. Well, because of the work I do, I've been called all kinds of names like that. And guess what? They was my own people. Uncle Ruckus, or Porch and Grow, all this type of stuff. Because I step up to the plate to help our people. So to me, when you do me like that, you ain't nothing but a bunch of punks. You ain't nothing but a bunch of suckers. When you feel like you need to come for me, when I'm standing up so we can do the things we can do to help and embrace our people, I ain't got to do it. But if I feel like if I don't, God gonna beat my conscience up. See, I have a conscience. Some of y'all ignore that sucker. I have a relationship with the Holy Spirit. And guess what? I ain't trying to sit up here and act like I done earned my wings and I'm so heavenly bound. No. I am the realist. That's why my topic, basically, when you look at the couch conversation, it's about keeping it real. The point is, what do I have to lie for? Ask yourself that. I did that when I was in the streets. I did a lot of lying, manipulating, cheating, and all that type of stuff. Poisoning my community. I don't live like that today. And I'm going to share this for anybody that want to hear. The only reason why for me, and I'm saying this on a personal note, Donald Trump might be a great man, right? In your eyesight. But the only reason why I don't care for him, because he remind me too much of my days in the streets. When I first heard him when I was with ACN, he was one of the top speakers. And the moment he opened up his mouth, I said, oh my God. That man is part of the mafia.
Stephen.
Huh?
There we go. Okay, so honestly, Trump told you who he was from the beginning. What I'm going to quote some of the things that he said. What has he said so far? Grab her by the coochie. That's what he said. That's the infamous line. Everybody know that line. Grab her by the coochie. What was the other one? Send Mexican people back over the border. What else did he say? I'm going to build a wall. What else was he saying? He was saying everything that he was going to do, and you guys just didn't pay attention. He told y'all that he was going to do inflation. He told y'all that he was basically going to fuck you over. And guess what? You still voted for him. He's been telling you he's here to fuck you over and he's not a good person for years. year after year after year, each time he speaks, and you guys are just so blinded by, oh my God, it's Trump. It's Trump. Yeah, he's Superman. He's a superhero. Y'all are so blinded by that because you adore him and you look at him like a deity. You guys are not listening to what he's saying. And then you guys are getting mad at what's happening. You guys aren't freaking listening. He told y'all year after year after year. He told y'all, man, like go back in the clips and look at what he was saying. He's been telling you that he's not a good person. He's been telling you that he's going to fuck you over. He's been telling you he's nothing good, but he's going to show you good to cover up the bad. That's what he said in one of his clips. But if y'all can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, man. He's not a good person. And that even came out of his own mouth. And I don't understand why y'all voted for him. I do understand, but y'all need to wake up and open your eyes because it's too late for y'all.
And let me share this as a business person. I'm looking for investors, business partners, and sponsors. So basically, I need your money. If it gets to the point that you invest your money with me and I'm not able to pay your money back, what am I going to do? All right, let me just keep it simple. I'll file bankruptcy where I won't have to pay you your money back that you lent to me. He did it 6 times. He played with people's money. Not only that,
wow.
Trump University. Oh, y'all don't talk about that, do you? Where that end up right, they shut it down. And then guess what? The people sued him back for the money. See, y'all don't look at that. Y'all don't look at that. But now, mind you, like I said, I'll be 63 this month. So Trump ain't new to me.
58, brother.
And you go where? Look, he's not new to me in the game. He's game. And it's what I can get from you. I watch that man. I watch him sit up there with a Chinese man. And he was telling the Chinese man to invest, I believe it was like $200 billion. I was trying to find out who the heck this man was, right? Because I didn't know if he was part of TikTok or what. But Trump was like, it was like he was a salesman. And he was baiting them up. And you could see Trump hype. Because I said, I wonder how much of that he gonna put in his pocket. Y'all don't pay attention to nothing. This man could be right in your face and poo-poo in your face. And you be like, come on, gorgeous.
Man, like y'all not looking, bro.
Who not looking?
Put us in trillions in debt. How in the hell are we trillions in debt? And he's still putting us in debt to this day. And then it's bad because he cut off our allies. He was enemies with the allies. And we don't even have freaking allies. So if Trump pisses somebody off, we're on our own. First of all, you're borrowing money, you never give it back, and then you're stealing money, and then you want to tax people. And then on top of that, you want to argue or you want to pick a fight with the people who's helping us, who's protecting us. That's nuts. And y'all voted for this man for president, right? Y'all voted for and it's a lot of Mexican people. No disrespect. I love you guys. But as for you guys, why would you vote for him and he doesn't want you here? And if you really want to talk about it, Trump should also, you talk about deportation, Trump should be out of there. Because Trump was born in, they say Trump was born in Africa, I believe, and along with Elon Musk. But he's keeping everybody out.
Not Trump.
So Elon?
His parents. Elon was born somewhere else, but now, let me share this with you because I was looking it up the other day. Once you become a U.S. citizen, right? And let me get direct because this was based around like Obama. People like that tends to be foreigners and they become citizens and then they get into electoral positions, right? You have to be a U.S. citizen for at least about 7 years. And that's one of the reasons why Obama was able to become president because He's been in politics for years. You know, him and Michelle basically being lawyers and stuff like that. So you can, and I'm gonna share this with you too. And I keep trying to tell people the government takes care of the immigrants. They have money on the side, they have programs on the side for them to come over and to become American citizens. The problem with everything now, they're coming in too much. So the goal is to slow it down. That's all. You will never stop illegals from coming in. Never. And somebody gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, well, they got the border covered." The border, that ain't the only one they come. They ain't the only way they coming in. And they coming in through planes. They coming in through trains. They coming in through boats. You can slow it down, but because it's becoming too much. But you cannot. They will never. That's the hype they sell. They try to sell people. They will never completely stop it. That's just like there's a time to be born and there's a time to, pass away. You'll never stop it. But certain things that's outrageous, you can slow it down. And that's the whole point, slowing certain things down. But you have to have programs. And the reason why I'm sharing that, because I took some clothing to 4 hotels in Ellicott City that was full of immigrants and migrants and stuff from other countries. So I can tell you firsthand, the government had money on the side. A lot of people didn't pay attention to. It's a hotel. I only heard it like on the news probably once. But it's a hotel that's in New York that's housing them. It's a lot of, see, they pay for these places. For some, you have professionals, or can I say blue collar? You have blue collar immigrants. And if anybody read, I didn't read all of it, but I read enough of that 2025. I read enough to understand what I need to fight for. I didn't get deep like everybody else because it really doesn't matter. And the reason why I said it doesn't matter, you have to be with certain like American Civil Liberty Union. They fight for the rights of the people. They fight for the rights of the people, whether it's immigrants or not. They all over, right? So they are at the border too, fighting against, for some to be able to come in. A lot of people I don't even hear people talk about that. But if you're not involved in certain things like that, you won't know. You won't know. Because I didn't know until I became a member of Communities United of Baltimore, Maryland. They will tell prisoners that they lost their rights, their liberties, once they go to prison. No, you don't. That's why the American Civil Liberty Union, they are a union for the prisoners. But if you don't know, you won't know. And you'll just bow down to whatever they tell you. So once again, that's where people like myself come in at, because I will feed people and I will educate people. Not only that, guide you to the proper programs where you can get the necessary help that you need. Our rather than Republicans, rather than Democrats, they're not going to tell you that, because the whole goal is to keep you down. That's the whole goal. And keep in mind, you can't mix politics and business. I'm an LLC. So we produce, people like myself, we grassroots. So we produce the work that needs to be done. Then when you have your, don't even try. Then when you have, I hate when people do that. Prime example, when Donald Trump became president, he had to back up off his business. You cannot mix business and politics. And that's what he did. That's why he's going to stay in trouble, because he will violate the constitutional rights. DK, that goes to show me you don't know Jack. You need to get to know Jack. But that's why he tends to he'll stay in trouble, because what he's doing, the deals he's trying to make or what he's trying to do is personal for him. And it's not about him. It's about the American people. That's what gets me about the Republican Party, period. It's about the American people. And everyone that I know, they make it personal for themselves. That's why I always go on my Facebook page, Daco, and I be picking with them. When they be talking about make America great again, right? Make America great again. I said, all right, y'all got them in. Now y'all gonna put some money into my goddamn housing program.
Steph, guess what?
Go ahead.
Guy who was commenting all that stuff, it's okay because he out of there. I caught him. I was having a conversation with, my son, and I looked over and I saw that he out of there. So if anybody want to come up in this live talking about you are a Trump supporter, you're not welcome here.
And see, my thing is, because I keep saying it, when you know the truth about politics, and I'm a little disappointed because I see what what the Democrats are doing, and then turn around, I see what the Republican Party is doing. And Kim Klacik, that's my girl. She's trying to go after what's that girl name? She's trying to go after Jasmine Crockett, and I sent her a message, and I'm like, you don't want to touch Jasmine. Jasmine is straightforward. She's for the people. Kim Klacik is a Republican, and not being smart, she bites butt. And she tried to be this real conservative princess, like what's her name? I'm trying to think of the other black girl name. Whatever. Woo, I can't get her name out. That talks real proper and all that type of stuff. Candace Owens. Kim Klacik and her got into it, but they conservative women. Jasmine Crockett is going to eat Kim Klacik butt up. She's too street for you. She's college, and she's going to eat you up. And that was the message I was sending Kim. You don't want to try to touch Jasmine. She's going to eat you up, sis. You running for Congress. You can't even talk the way Jasmine talks. I know Kim Klacik personally because my son and her stepsons hang out together. They play soccer together. And the sad part about it, Kim used to be a stripper. And now she want to act like she wanted a queen of politics. But my thing is, just like with Trump, she got a daughter. She's so busy running around trying to help everybody else, she don't even pay attention to her family. And y'all got people in office, right? Got a young son, and he busy running around trying to do everything else. He's not having a healthy relationship with his son or his wife. Y'all don't pay attention to that, do you? But as a father, I do. I know how important it is for us to be in our children's lives. He's not in that boy's life like that. So a lot of y'all can sit back and you can talk about all this politics stuff, but look at the man. Look how the man living, ignoring his wife. All of that should be in order. So, I see what a lot of people tend to overlook. This little young man, his son, running around by his goddamn self. He might have security and all of that, but that's not his fault. I don't hear none of y'all talk about that. Then when he do have a break, he's on the golf course. Who do y'all think mostly work on his golf course? Who do y'all think mostly work at his hotels? I can tell you this. It ain't us. It's mostly your immigrants, you damn dummies. And then y'all will listen to him talk about like deportation and all of that. And be honest with you, it ain't him. It's Congress doing that bull jump. He just following up on it. No. Your politics. Am I lying, Raheem?
You straight, man. You straight, yo. Telling the truth, bro. And I'm just waking up, son.
Yeah, I hear it. And not only that, I'm listening to Raheem. I'm listening to, hey, Mama Dude. I'm listening to Raheem. I'm listening to Veteran. I'm listening to the stuff that's happening with our vets, people that's our military men and women that served. I know, Chandra. I know. I'm looking at what they going through, and y'all focusing on this one freaking jerk.
Yo, you know what I don't understand, bro? And how you doing, gorgeous sweetheart? I want to make sure I address her, but yo, before I start, bro, you ain't gonna find my main account no more. I got permanently banned from that account. So it's my others I got to depend on. Your homeboy has stepped in. The one that wears the headphones all the time. I forgot his name off the bat. But him and somebody else is going at it about the Trent people, whatever. So somebody hit the unalive button on that shit, and that was my last strike on that one. So, but nah, it's like you this world is fucked up right now, man. Like you see what's going on every day. You wake up, there's something new every single day, and since he's been in office, every single day there's something fucked up, and it's just getting. It's getting bad, man. We ain't seen nothing like this. Not 46 years I've been on this earth. I'm gonna say planet Earth, and he's getting away with everything. And the dumbass people that voted for him don't even realize what they in for. We gotta hang in for the ride, though. We got to. We ain't got no choice. That's pretty fucked up. And on the veteran side, yeah, as a what Elon tried to bust his way into damn, I'm just waking up, son. He's got my information along with every other veteran's information. Now, I'm not worried about getting my disability and my pension from the military, because I'm service connected because I got fucked up in combat. However, what he's doing is they're trying to fuck with our health benefits right now. Meaning, like, I'm still waiting to get that surgery done at the VA hospital, right? Yeah, it's gonna make more of a wait time. We're trying to reduce. Well, I think it was the other day, 50,000 federal employees resigned. That takes away from my health benefits. I can't just go out here in the civilian world and get health care, because I got shot in my body, so the only people that can touch me is the VA hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to surgery, because it's very delicate. You know what I'm saying? But as a veteran, bro, I think I said this the other day, man. If I can go back and take my time away from serving this country, United States Marine Corps, doing my time in Iraq and Afghanistan, coming back to this shit, I would take it back, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm still black. Bro. And this, what I don't understand, bro, is this. Given my military service, dedication to this country, mentally and physically, I'm you already know, I'm fucked up. And then to top it off, I fuck around, caught one felony. You know what I'm saying? I did my time. You did your time, bro. But you got this man walking around with 34 felony counts, and he free to walk around, bro. I was on that bracelet for you after I got out of the Rikers, man. You control. You control. He's not in control. What makes him different than us, bro?
Raheem.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, sweetheart.
And Steph, y'all know what's the crazy part?
What's that?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were done because it skipped out on me. But the crazy part is, okay, because once I tell you these laws, I know everybody going to be in my ass. Like, no, that's not true. Go do your research. But anyway, it makes no sense because Trump is a felon. Trump has gone to jail. And so you won't let regular felons or people who have committed a crime to run for president. But you have one as a president. Do you see how ass backwards the U.S. is? You want to raise inflation, but you don't want to take homeless people off the streets. And then when we are homeless, you want to make it our fault. But you want to raise everything to the point to where we're going to be out on the street. You're making homelessness. And then on top of that, catch this law. So for everybody now, whenever you're out and you get pulled over, you will still get asked for your license and registration. Now they will be asking for proof of citizenship. Well, you will be asked for that. And if you cannot provide that, or if you're not an American, you're getting immediately deported or you're going to jail. Now, I want how many people to tell me that I'm wrong. Go do your research because I did mine. And I'm not incorrect. You can go on Google right now and go look it up. Everything that come out my mouth, I do research. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all can't tell me that I'm not right because I'm right.
I posted something. No. I posted something on Facebook, right? I was born and raised in Baltimore City for the past 63 years, February the 20th. So my thing is, what you gonna send me over to Africa? And I bust out laughing on it because number one, keep in mind, and I keep trying to tell people, it's not the president of the United States.
It's the people.
And it's Congress, because if you watched him, and this is what disappointed me with hers, for an educated woman, she wasn't speaking to Congress the way I was looking at her to speak to Congress. Because basically what they saying is, if you create this, if you create that, they have to use their own words in a way. When I get in, I'll sign the bill. And I was watching them. I was like, oh my God, look what he's doing. Donald Trump normally talks his own talk, but he has a team that write his speeches and everything. We did all of this for Kim Klacik. They has a team. If they talking to millionaires, billionaires, it's a certain way you carry a message and you deliver it to them. If you're talking with middle class people, it's a certain way again. Now, when you're dealing with the low to moderate income people, you have to speak their language. So when I sat down with Kim, team, I better help them understand what Kim need to say, because she never grew up she might have grew up in the city, but her lifestyle is totally different now. And what tends to happen with a lot of people who become these conservative and more proper, it's like they forget where they came from. So somebody like me will throw you back and help you remember where you came from, because you're no different.
You brought up a good point, man, because I'm going to tell you what. Before my main account got permanently banned, I had it out with this dude. Now, he was a Trump supporter, and he kept thanking me for my service. I said, man, take your thanks and keep it. Because I'll tell you what, and he got mad when I said this, bro. He got mad because I said, you know what? I want to take my time back in terms of this punk-ass country. Because at the end of the day, I walk around now with my DD-214, my veteran's ID, and my Social Security card at all times. Because you want to know what? I see a black man walk around, and you never know. They always,
I gotta end this, yo.
they always want to thank
Okay.
us for our service, but it's like a spit in the face because you voted for Donald
I don't
Trump.
want to make this
And
too long.
they're the most